Welcome back my YouTube friends. So there was a request asking me to explain how to draw rows and stuff like that. So I'll give you a little intro. So when you type in Google rows drawing, guess what comes up? All the rubbish. You need to learn to keep away from all of this crap. You know why they're popular? Why they're on top of it? Because they are traps. They're dead simple, ugly cabbages, and people fall into. They are dead simple to draw, like this one. You can draw that in 2 minutes. And it's horrible. You need to learn how to stay away from all this crap. Because when you start, you think like, let's say this one, you might think it's cool, but trust me, there's not a customer who wants that on his skin forever. I see a lot of people doing these cabbages, you know what I mean? If you take a cabbage and you chop in half, like you cut on half, this is what you get, a cabbage, and you don't want to do that. Just look at them. You wouldn't like that to be on your skin forever. You just wouldn't like. I just saw another cabbage, so let me show you how it would look like if that would be a tattoo. Like that. You can see it's a rose. You're assuming that's a rose. But does it really say it's a rose, or is that half chopped cabbage? Is that a rose? Or is it a cabbage as well? We don't know. Because it's black and grey. What if that would be in green colour? Would it be a cabbage? We surely don't know. Or you would prefer this one? Or would you prefer this one? Do you know what the difference is? What's the difference between that and that? Do you know it? It's not the best image to really, it's not really HD, but you know, you can see it's a rose, it's open, it's wide, and does it look like cabbage? I think it doesn't. You can see it's a rose, it screams from miles away. Can you tell where the difference is between all those chopped off cabbages or this image? Or let's say these images, they look way better, innit? It looks way better. You can see what's what goes where's inside, where's outside, where it comes out from, the petals I mean. And for instance, if it's a color away, so you can't see it's a red color or yellow color or whatever, does this look like cabbages or more like roses? I think more like a roses. You can see the middle, you can see the petals, you can see its opening, you can see where the middle construction is and where it came out. You can see the middle here, you can see middle there with the opening around here. You can feel where I'm getting it, don't you? Or like this one, beautiful. You can see the highlights, you can see the shadow where it came from. This petal right here, kick there, made a shadow. You can see the middle construction, you can see the outside. The dark leaves made a nice contrast to the white, so it made it look white even if it's not white. Beautiful. So if you type in rose, you get that. Most of them are the cabbages I spoke to. But what you do is put hybrid rose. And this is what all the big lads are using. You can see the difference. They're wide, they open. You can see from miles away that's a rose. It doesn't look like a cabbage. Some of them do, but you just don't look at them, man. See what I mean? You must see all the big lads doing these. These are the roses I use personally myself. Hybrid. I don't know why they're hybrid, but they're hybrid. A few cabbages. If you type in, if you click on one decent one, you'll get more of them. See what I mean? They're more pleasant. They look beautiful. They're open. You can see the whole structure. See here. You can see the middle. Oh, you can see the middle. You can see the outside. Perfect. So this is all what people mostly like to do. They grab the first photo. Looks like chopped off cabbage. And people are like, yeah, let's go for it. But all you need to do is aim for these. You need to learn how to do these. It's hybrid, yeah? If you look at it, I'll go back on top. That hybrid rose. You can pick different colors. wherever you want. Sometimes I just jump from color to color just to get a different roses, like that. Oh, it's gonna open. Yeah. So this is what I use mostly, and the roses I'm drawing are not based on these. You know what I mean? It's just some of them are decent. That looks more like peony. Yeah, but mostly what people aim is just that. It just looks horrible. When the image itself looks horrible, then you need to make it a line work. Then you do tattoo. Tattoo never really turns out as you want it to go. And then, you know what I mean? It's just not a good start from beginning. So, what I mostly do is I draw 2 circles on a paper. One smaller, one bigger. Which means this would be the small circle, this is the inner section, and then there's the big one. Just to see how far I'm gonna go on outside. So let's say this will be my inner section, and then I'm just gonna go wild with outside section. Looks pretty much like that. You don't need to get frustrated if it's too perfect or not, that doesn't really matter. And then you can see the roses best look from the side look, not from the top. From the top, all looks like cabbages, but if you draw from the side, you can see all the inner section and the outer section. So when you do with this one, this will be your bottom part. That section there is this section here, pretty much like that. And because my logo looks like this, I kind of learn how to draw roses into the same pattern like this one. But you try not to copy, yeah, because that is my thing. I'm gonna explain you my thing. So I use the same pattern as I did there, straight here. What these gonna be, these here are the lines what goes for this one, that one, that one, that one, that. All the front petals. Don't get really like frustrated if you don't get it perfect, it doesn't really matter. With the middle section, what I mostly do, I just go crazy. Just put random lines. See as there is? They just go there and there and there and there and there and there. It doesn't really matter where they go as long as they are there, kind of. That's why I do. Then here you see this one, this petal comes more forward to you, and this one goes down. This one as well comes out, and that comes out. And you just copy exactly that. You just cover a little bit the bottom because that's on the front. And then what I do mostly is I put like a one spike. This will be the middle, or that area, that middle, that middle, that middle. You know what I mean? They kind of like the diamond shapes. Yeah, so they pretty much look like a little diamonds. But they're all connected here, which is somewhere that area. They all come from the same spot, but they're like little diamonds. So I mostly get like, this would be the connection area, this would be the middle, and then you just make some holes, random ones, and yeah, remember diamond shape, close to that. Same goes there. You know this is the middle, you bring it out the middle, which is that, yeah, and then you just create a diamond shape in your head, ish. See what I mean? It's that easy. Same here, you reckon this is gonna be the pointy for that another petal, and you just create like a diamond-ish shape. All these little wrinkles and small bits you can add, take them away depending on your style. If you prefer to like have extremely clean style, then you just don't do them. If you're like me and I like it like half clean, half messy, then I just keep as it is, pretty much like a little bump here and a little one there and a little one there, and then the same goes here and the same goes there. And I try to do clean, but at the same time I add a little bit messiness in there, like a little touch of salt or a little pepper or a little this and little that, and yeah. So same goes here. Let's cover half of this with another petal, let's say that would go till about there. Again, a little diamond shape. See how it goes, it just brings up in life that easy. Let's say another one will be here. And the easy one, this will go there. And that goes there. Pretty much. I don't know. We'll be fine. Don't get frustrated. This is just a pencil sketch. You can delete, you can wipe it off. Try never ever touch the eraser or rubber, depending which country you live. But yeah, it's simple as that. And then if you do wanna, we can do some little ones like that. Is there hiding a little bit, or this one popping out a little bit. You can add one like here. So you can do exactly the same, just add like another one coming from the middle there, creating a little diamond shape. Let's say it's gonna bend a little bit there. See how it goes, like in seconds. A little diamond shapes. Pretty much if you would open the rows, it would look like this would be the middle, which is there, hiding underneath. And then you got like diamond patterns coming out. This would be like the view from top of them. Yeah, which is connected there, and then you get one coming out, another one coming out, another one coming out, another one. Two. But you can bring it higher or lower. You could easily create another one covering like this area, like that one does. It came up here and then it twisted and came there. So it's the same one there, and it just covered this section and same there. But as far as you can see, the middle, like you can physically see the middle section, or the bud, what used to be the bud, what is like opening, or you know what I mean. It's keep the middle. You can keep the middle the way you can see there's the middle, and the outside petals is just like a decoration what used to be the whole bud, and it nicely fills up the space. If you get weird gaps like that where you like don't know what to do, these are the perfect areas for you to introduce some leaves and that. But what I've done is I used to sit down and I used to draw leaves, just leaves all day long, to see which ones I like, what kind of leaves are out there, because everybody draws them differently. You can take inspiration, you can learn something. Some people loved to draw spiky ones like that. Just like that, one long comes back and then it makes like a fatty, like that, then like that. Some people like that. Then other ones, they draw perfect, dead clean, just nothing suspicious, just clean edges. Some people like to draw a little, like a bumpy, don't know what that is, but you know what I mean, like a bump, and then they connect these bumps to the middle section. It gives some kind of texture. These would need to be like that clean and that straight and like perfect ones. What else? Some people like to draw small multiple ones like that, and then there's another one coming up, and then they do like all around them, just little ones, and it gives like extra detail again. Like it gets busy and there's a lot to do. But what I like to do is I like to do, let's clean but half messiness again. So I would just do like that. This would be my, I kind of like to keep the pointy area as well, but then I quickly sketch the leaf and I add like a little hole in here. I think it's cool. Little hole in there, maybe another one here. These would be like my favorite leaves. Little holes in there. Then I connect these, yeah. Sideways would be like that. Because it's really important to do what's the name for it? Sideways as well. So you need to learn, say if you like one petal, let's say one leaf, yeah, you decide to go with like a standard one, basic, extremely basic, just like boom boom, that easy. Second, you need to learn this one to do sideways like that, so you can see you can't see the other side. So you do like that. Also, that's simple. To show which way it flows, you just add the pattern inside the flow as it goes. Same here. So it's easier for your brains to pick it out which way you're looking at, what is there, and what does it do. And then I would say learn how to twist a little bit. Let's say you want to twist that section a little bit. So a little part of this one was bent, and that created that. Same leaf, maybe not as long, shouldn't be that long, because that spike there is not that long. So you keep your line pretty much same length. And then it goes back there. Because people love this stuff. People are like crazy excited. If you can draw with half twisted these, people are just well excited. Same goes with cherry blossoms. Let's say a cherry blossom, yeah. I start with star, then you go to the middle. That easy. Same, some people love extremely clean, I like half messiness and that stuff. So some people leave like this and they think, yeah, it's cool. But once you twist this inwards and this inwards, and then you add like a little leaf which is half bent as well, and this and that, people are like over the moon. I think that's where they judge that you are next level. You take the basic shape and you add something to it, which means as a standard person you are here as a standard tattooer. And then once you can take that standard stuff, which is like those cabbage roses, not these ones, these are hybrid ones, but you know what I mean, the ones I explained you before, and then you add stuff to it, then you like upgrade it, which means you will get more clients than he does. You got more skill, you will have more recognition, people will love you more, people will appreciate you more, people will, how to say, book in with you more, will trust you more, will leave up to you more. And it's one of those, like, you just play around, do your study. Like I said before, I don't know if I can find now, but I have literally a page full of leaves, like whatever you can come up with. Some basic ones, some like weird ones, what people stretch them out, some halfway ones, some overstretched ones. Literally just all day long I was literally on Google. Let's find something quickly. Let's say neo trad rose tattoo. You will see every single one of them will have different approach of leaves. Say this one, this is the basic one. Literally everybody does that. What this guy did, he added a little hole in there and stretched a little bit. That looks more customized, more cleaner. This guy, also same basic. This guy made little bumps and humps and stretched the lines. Cool, I like that. This guy went for little holes in there. And see what I mean? It changed the whole image. How these leaves look like. More natural, more cleaner. These just look like a sculpture. They fit that tattoo. But there's no character. There's no personality. There's no natural length. See, this guy did the side one. side view one where you can see from the side. He just did all the same from the top. See this guy? He did half side, but you can still see the other one and shade a little bit. That looks more appealing than that. You know what I mean? He took the general shape and played around. He likes to hide a little bit another side. See, same goes with this guy. See how I mean? See, he likes the little ones to be out a little bit, like some hide. I can't speak today. Some of them are covered by half of the rows, but some of them are stretched out. Like same happens here, same happens there, same happens here. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways to do, and there's no right way of doing it. There's your way of doing it. If you like that one, practice. Learn how to do from the top. Let's say that one, yeah? How does it look like? It looks like a long line, and then a fattish circle. Yeah, and then what does it have? A little bumps, like micro ones. Let's say we had the micro bumps there, and then that goes to the middle. That's about it. Of course, he's lying a bit more. He took more time with it. I just did that quick. But next thing, how do you twist that a little bit or sideways? So let's say same length there, and then let's say maybe we twist a little bit because it goes sideways. Then you do little bumps in there, connect to the middle ish. That would look sideways. Let's say we want to twist that a little bit. And you're not just drawing a rose. Anything around it will make that rose look good or bad. Your job is to make it look awesome. And leaves is just one of the things what you use as decorations to make your rose look better. Because the contrast you add around it, same as there, the blackness you add around it pushes the white look white. Like that is the person's real skin color. But for your eyes, it looks more like a white because the blackness is around there. Same as that. It looks white, but actually that is skin color. But the eyes made it look. The leaves made it look. The black made it look. You're not just drawing a rose. You're drawing the whole thing. See how good contrast that is? That is not a good contrast. All that just is one, pretty much the same color. Some bits should be darker, some bits should be lighter, but that is not a good contrast. Don't follow that guy, listen to that guy. So, yeah, you literally just all you do is learn leaves, learn roses. And like I said, the best is go to hybrid roses, because if you look at it, none of these guys are trying to do cabbages. They're all hybrid roses. See how that looks like? It's really close to that one. It's not that one, but it's not far off. And you'll never see a neotrad guys doing these cabbages. No, that's not good. It's not going in a good way. I just scrolled to this page, and what I wanted to say is people love when the rose looks like rose and looks more like natural rather than fantasy roses. Because stuff like this, maybe it looks cool, but you will never sell it. Only to somebody who really appreciates that style. Or this. It's going to be really, really hard for you to sell that or that. Just, I don't know what that is. But somebody who does that for a living, because it looks really, really close to like a real rose. See what I mean? He likes little holes in there as well. That's good. Good guy. See there? Looks more natural, more like a natural abused leaf. Yeah, it looks. This guy, the twist. See what I said about the twist? This guy twisted that top. He learned how to do front, side, the twist. Beautiful. And because this looks more natural, like that would be like a real rose. Just somebody drew that. it would be that easy for you to sell it, for you to be more successful in your style. This one is like crossing the boundary between being more natural and being more fantasy, but I don't know. This guy, it's really natural. It is kind of like fantasy-ish, his own style with it, but beautiful. Little twist in there. Same you can do here. If you find like you want to twist the petal there, boom, twist that. Same here, same there. It's beautiful. All these little bits just makes it look, you know what I mean? How boring it would be if that would be just like a flat. It wouldn't be cool, but he twisted that little end there, just beautiful. Twist a little bit here, twisted the ends, and he shoved you more this side, but a little bit that side, so it's not totally from one side. This guy knows what he's doing. Literally, like, showed you this half, which would be like a half, but then still showed you the front of it, just a little bit. But it's not the side view, and it's not the top view, it's middle. Beautiful. That guy knows what he's doing. He's playing with the shapes and that. So my suggestion is to keep eyes on hybrid roses. Yeah, they are just really good examples. They open, they're wide. 99% of my clients always go for it. If I show them the other ones and I tell them like it's gonna look like cabbage in 10 years, because you're not really tattooing or drawing for them to look good on that day or the next day. It's about being a really good design for next 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, because someday his kid's gonna be his age where he is now, and even then that tattoo has to be good, the one you did, the one you designed, and you better design really good, you know what I mean? It's gonna be on your shoulders. Maybe you don't put your name on it, but that person will always will know that you did, and there is your name on it. Whoever is gonna see, or if you're gonna recommend somebody, it's gonna be your name will be mentioned, and you're gonna make sure they mention with the good stuff your name. So I would keep on hybrid roses. Try to think about the middle section, how you can see that, see what I mean? He made the middle section darker, and to be honest, that's what I like to do as well. I like to keep the middle section darker, so that's where exactly you're looking at. You're looking right in the middle. That's literally where the artist wants you to look, and the same goes with me. I want you to look there, and all this is just a decoration what used to be a bud, but it did open. And the leaves is a really important stuff in your designs. Like I said before, there's multiple ways of doing it. You just need to find your style. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's little tricks and tips you can learn. Just go on Google like I just did and go through thousands of them. Try these. See, that's what the basic one I just mentioned, or the guy just did that one's pretty cool. Little twisted ends and little bumpy there, and it just adds the character. It's not far from your school style, but you know what I mean, like just go and find, don't copy, take as inspiration, don't copy anyone. And this is where I would say you don't want to end up. Extremely clean, extremely basic, extremely like, I don't know, clean leaves. And some people really appreciate, but 99% of people will feel like, imagine if you're a customer, you walk in a shop and you want a really amazing tattoo, but then the artist did something like this, which looks like 5-minute job, and you just chop did something, and the customer will feel like it didn't feel appreciated, like the artist didn't put so much effort in them to make that tattoo look awesome, amazing, the best in the world. That guy who has this is not gonna feel like that. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's people who will be over the moon with it, but that guy can do more. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be that, just extremely simple, basic, and blah blah blah. People will feel when they how to say, when they will look on that design as a customers, they will feel how much time you put in there, how much effort you put in there, you know. And if you don't put too much effort in there, they feel like they just don't receive the best what they could. And then they don't see why they would need to pay you that much money, because that design doesn't look like that much money. And see the guy here, it just, I don't know, just like the character, there's the contrast, there's darkness, and there's still like a light green in here and a black there, and all these little fancy bits, you know what I mean? It just gives more. And when you are a client and you walk in a shop, you just want a little bit more. You see all your friends have your basic roses, your cabbage is done, but then you have little leaves like that, a little twists like that, little bumps, and little, like, this one is hiding there, and this is covering like the stem, and that is just like moving forward. And you know what I mean, like, you get more. How to put that in words? Like this, see that one? That looks like 5-minute job. Just chop, 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 dead quick, simple, just quickly. Oh, this one's the same, like 10-minute job. Let's do something quickly so my customer's not moaning and not happy. But there's this guy. He put a little bit more effort. He add some berries in there, did some little leaves and some bigger ones and some twists in there. You can see here, and he twisted a little bit there, and he twisted a little bit there. But this guy just did one line and chop, chop, chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little lines in there. That's it. Let's call that a leaf. That will be leaf from now. You know what I mean? Like, which one you reckon will feel more appreciated? Say they charge exactly the same money, but who will be more happier? That guy, like 1000%. This guy will be well happier than that one. You know, just add extra. Just a little bit more. When you look on your design and think what else you can do, you can add like a little leaves in there, little bumps in there, and little lines and that. So what we do is, I'm gonna try to just list a few things. First, what did I do? I made that inner circle. Second is the outer circle that goes in there. So I see how far I'm allowed to go, just to see give myself that space of area. Otherwise, sometimes you get one side bigger, one side smaller. It doesn't look a bit. See how that is? Just nicely, just equal. So that was the second one. Third would be like, you decide where it's all coming out from, so you know you can get the middles correctly to the middle, so you don't have a petal growing in there, or a petal coming out from there. It makes zero sense. There's a source, and there's this stem would go like that. That is the point where the stem would be connected to the rose. So all comes out from this place. Yeah, that's simple. All of them come from there. The fourth would be like the middle, the front petals. Like that is the front one, and then you can see what goes behind it. That is the front one, the front one. It's literally whatever goes in the middle section, but the front petals, like mine's would be pretty much, I broke my pencil. Well, let's say that would be my front one. Then that goes a little bit behind it, that goes a little bit behind it. So I'll get like sketched up quickly the front. How would that look like? Number 5. Once I get all this section done, which is like that section done, then I get what's behind it, like these little ones here, or in my case these are the what's behind that. If you look from the side, these are the first you see, then there's the middle and what's behind the middle. So I get like this section marked up a little bit. I add some, oh my god, this pencil's breaking too much, son. Oh, we're getting. So I get like some bigger ones, little ones. Oh my god, little ones hiding there or overlapping. Just make it natural. Don't make it like all equal and it's perfect. No, it's a rose. It grew in nature. Like there was wind and sun abused it, and it just made that way. You know what I mean? Nothing is perfect. So just random. It's clean, but it just adds that natural mess in there, as it happens in life. Just a little messy touch. So that would be number 5. I would do anything else what happens after the front, middle, so that happens there, and then I jump on the big petals, the outside section. What happens there? And like I said, you start from here, you go there, or you find whatever front you want to find, and like I explained, they're all pretty much diamond shapes. You just had like little holes and bumps and that, and the job's done. Same here, you just start from the middle, get out the middle, which would be that line. So you get the middle out, and then you go there and there, there and there. You know what I mean? That simple. You get the front, little diamonds there, job's done. So then you just plan out. Don't get frustrated, don't do bold lines, don't get sketchy, too crazy. Just keep it very simple. You make one line like yeah, leave it. Just leave it. Make the whole design ready, and then have a look how it looks like. If you need to change, then you can change. Don't get frustrated when you first make it. You're like, oh my god, I don't like that, and then you get, you know what I mean? It's just no need for that mess. Best is just to sketch out the whole design with a pencil, and then if you don't like it, change it. You know what I mean? Then change it. Then you can see the overall image, the overall picture, the overall design. But before that, don't get frustrated over one petal. You know what I mean? It's just no, don't need that. Once that's done, then yeah, I already forgot which number am I. But then the last one is the leaves. Try not to get over crazy with the leaves. What you need to do, the purpose is, you need to make the leaves darker than the image itself, so that works like a picture frame. I call it frame, I don't know what other people call it. I call that as a frame. It just frames that image where you're looking at. Same happened to this piece of wood. Probably the guy, I don't know if he wanted or don't want it, but he made this area darker, so you're originally looking at the middle, and on the middle you get like a second frame, which is the leaves, and that made you look on the rose. And because these are the whitest bits on the rose, I bet these were the first things you saw about the rose. So now you know how important it is to design that section there. Really nice, because that will be the boom where people look at it. You know what I mean? So with the leaves, don't go too crazy, don't overpower, don't try to. You need to find like a balance where you can see the leaves, you can see the rose, you see both, but they're not stealing from each other, they're complementing each other. They work nicely together. But that will come up with the time. Just like I said, go online and play around with the leaves you like. I used to do different kind of leaves, and then I changed to different ones, and because I jump from a style to style, I mix them. I don't know, just yeah, there's different leaves I do from different style, so I don't really have one specific leaf style. I judge what I do on that day. If that's a blackboard, then I do little feminine, clean, extremely sculpted. But if I do like more like neo trad, then I do exactly like this guy did, half bent, half twisted, little holes in there. And you just need to find yourself. Like, there's no right or wrong. You just need to find what you like, what you want to do, what you prefer. And these all people, like, I bet they all enjoy what they do. And yeah, I mean, you just need to find yourself. There's no right or there's no wrong. Just keep away from these and just don't look at them. Yeah, keep away from them. In a time, I would say you will learn how to recognize what's a good rose, what's not a good rose, where to stay away from them. Like these two, just don't do. I feel sorry about these people who have them. Probably they over the moon themselves, but just in general, they're not really good designs. Just yeah, that's a little insight in rose world. That's cool looking, but I don't know if that would be a good tattoo for like 10 years. Imagine that would be in 10 years. It wouldn't be good. It's good on paper. That's about it. It's good on paper. So I'm probably gonna wrap up here. I know it is already like a long video. If you manage to get this far, then probably you gained a lot of information. And probably I would suggest to watch this twice. It would be way easier for you to understand. When you watch things twice, it'll make sense more in the beginning. Yeah. And if any of those images on Google were your tattoos and I said any comments about them, I'm not feeling sorry. That's my opinion, and I believe that world needs to know what's good, what's bad, because in this industry there's a lot of misunderstanding and wrong information is being like floating around, and mostly the big guys, the most popular girls or guys have. The ones who have like millions of like followers and stuff like that, they keep the information to themselves, allowing the bad people, not the bad people, all the new artists coming in, they allow them to like, how to say, not get ahead, which means they could get more money, more customers, more fame, and you end up following them because you try to inspire from them, but they're not giving you any information whatsoever. So they're benefiting from that. So I'm here just being honest, giving all the information out what people need, and I wish somebody just made these videos when I was in your place and I was trying to find information what's good for me to listen to that, but I didn't find any, and I'm not feeling any sorry about that. So we need to share good information around, and if you get any suggestions, any comments, just feel free to drop any comments, any suggestions like that. So I've made lots of videos before where people ask me to make them and I make them, and if you feel like you got any video that you would like to see, or you think it's not out there and I can make it out there, just let me know. You can let me know on Insta, you can let me know on email, or let me know on this comment section. You know what I mean? I'm gonna finish here. Alright, take care guys. Have a good day.